Good morning, everyone. Now today we have a special team sync session where everyone will speak and share one learning from our season 2, which is about to end, and the new exciting one is about to start. So that's what we'll focus on our weekly update today. But before going into the learnings, two quick things that we want to share. First is that we see as a winning, which is the great feedback we have been receiving to the new website. So congrats, Pedro, for your great work. Of course, the visuals, it's what stand out at the first impression, but I think we got really good feedback for the new value proposition, the way we are presenting, kind of who we are and what we're trying to do. So yeah, that felt good after that. Those weeks and sessions of trying to refocus and find kind of what we really want to build. Next, Ruben, do you want to share a little bit about how the new profile development is going?
Yeah, just to go back a little bit, we'll probably ship this week the new design in the beta environment. So it's also something new that you'll see on the platform this week. So new stuff, new cool stuff coming soon. About the new profile, so we are doing some progress on the profile. So it's not ready yet for the community to test, but it will be good for for us in the core team to start testing a little bit the Web3 integration. So, and to start adding NFT POAPs and tokens to the new profile. So, and yeah, that's basically the request that I have here. So for you to start helping a little bit and see if there are any issues with the integration that we have built so far.
Cool, thanks. I mean, you can be the first, since you're already on, you can be the first sharing your learning from season 2.
Yeah, sure. So I end up placing here for me, what was the thing that had biggest impact on me, at least the thing that I remember clearly from this season, which was the bug that we had due to the Humidify report. So we end up spending a little bit money on security, and we have a budget for that, and it proved that it was worth it, that we end up saving our funds due to that, and due to one of the bugs that was found doing these bug bounty programs. So it's always good to have this in mind for next seasons to keep up and continue preventing these things from happening.
Yes, thanks. Makes sense. Gustavo, do you want to go next? And I mean, Frederico can go after Gustavo. I don't need to be the there is a Guillermo of this private show. Sorry. Go, Gustavo.
So it's not rocket science, but now that I've been working a lot of different areas of talent protocol, and lately I'm working in areas that I need the community to work side by side with me, Level Up, Learning Fest, and other ones like Talent House. I'm helping Luminita. It's amazing because people are always eager to help us, but I think we need to also think about what is the best for them. Sometimes win-win situations. I think they will be more engaged with us. And for example, when I'm now inviting speakers for the Learning Fest, I'm trying to pick the areas that they talk the most, and they are a good fit for us because it's easier for them to prepare. Because although reward people, most of them don't ask for rewards even. Reward them the same. But it's something that I'm using more and more, and is working.
Yes, that's an interesting learning because sorry if I will, because yeah, we have this, and what happens is that the people that are most engaged and that are more willing to help us are the ones we end up asking more and more things. So I think it's important for us to keep in mind that it's not all about asking them to help us, it's thinking about how we can help them in the same way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for me, I think the change in the metrics since the beginning of the season and the end of the season was very big, and we had a lot of new users in the beginning. A lot of like the TVL was skyrocketing, everything was going well, and from one moment to the other, everything stagnated and kind of stopped. And I think that was good to teach us to be more comfortable with trying new things and to quickly pivot our strategy because of it, because the market told us to.
If there are no comments, I will go next. For me, season two, in season two, we launched the Talent House program, and yeah, there are a lot of learnings around that. But I think the biggest one is, as Gustavo was saying, there are a lot of people that are eager to help us. I realize that there are a lot of young people that are eager to participate, and they want to enter the Talent Protocols ecosystem. And I think that Talent House is an amazing starting point for them. And yeah, it was very interesting, and I'm looking forward to see how we can take all the knowledge and all the learnings from season two and implement them in season 3 version of Talent House.
Thanks to Milite. Yeah, that's a very good observation. Pedro.
Yeah, it's me. Hey everyone. Yeah, mine is I tried to go back on time, and actually it was on the beginning of the season 2 that we realized this. And I think with the digitalization of everything, and with this new industrial revolution, and with the emergence of concepts like DAOs, I think the way we work and we perceive success is something completely new. And I think this new approach to work and life gives Talent Protocol a massive potential. And I think being on the front line of this battle is what should keep us motivated. And yeah, I think it's that.
Yeah, I kind of also share that. I remember that moment where I kind of realized that a token is a very cool thing, but it's just 1% of what you can do or what you need to do to grow. So, and that's kind of what was the learning, that we were first just a platform for launching tokens, and then we needed to integrate more tools and more things in order to be really useful. Cool.
Yeah, so on my side, I share a lot with what's been already said. So I try to think about a few things that weren't mentioned yet. I think I have 2 here to share. So the first one is that we should look for active behavior and not passive behavior, and this is especially true in terms of future tokenomics and things that we want to develop, focusing on what looks like active behavior to us and how we can continue to incentivize and build that, because it's on the active behavior that we'll find like our true fans, and that will be actually delivering value to users. And as a follow-up of that, and this was something that it also came from a few of the exercises around blank canvas and so on, is that we as a team, we are part of this whole movement, and we believe in it, and that's why we are here. And so we do need to also be the ones to have a critical mind and to look at our application, at our product, at what we're building, and essentially see if it fits us, right? If it's something that we need and want to use, and it's something that we can benefit, right? Because I think all of us are already benefiting from our community, right? So We're meeting a lot of people, we're talking with a lot of people, we're sharing a lot of knowledge. We're all growing our careers just by being here, right? And I think that continuing to turn this more into how others can also do the same while growing their careers, it's what we really need to do. So this keeping in mind of what we need, the tools we need, and how we can use them is something that will for sure help us have a better product, a better protocol, a better team. So yeah, those are my wordings to share here.
Thanks,
Hi. So following up a bit of what Fred shared, yeah, I think we learned that being flexible and just really fast with our decisions is something that can even, like, it's really crucial for us and for our survival, that's for sure. So building in a fast pace, a startup environment, crypto, Web3 and whatnot. So yeah, fast is definitely the word. But I think that throughout the season, we understood that we had, and we made different efforts in order for us to be aligned as a team and understanding what our priorities, our KPIs, our main goals. And I think that we did a lot of effort in towards that goal. I think some failed, others didn't, but I think that it's something that's definitely really hard to be flexible and yet focused. So yeah, I would love that Pedro Oliveira would be here so he could, just challenge what I just said.
Thanks, Sarah. Yeah, I think one key thing here is not just being fast, but it's being fast and trying to do a lot of things at the same time. I think that's the big issue. But we can still be building very fast, but if we're focused and we know what we need to do and what's the priority, I think that will solve kind of the alignment issue. And that's something that I think we are trying to improve for season 3. So doing a lot less things, but doing few things better, and yeah, faster. So yeah, the money also. So Pedro isn't here, so I'll read his about market swings being a real monster. And yeah, so kind of season 2 was when we first experienced kind of market swings, and so it was our first time. I think we were lucky, but also were fast to adapt, and I think we're now seeing the results of that ability to shift and focus. Moving on to my learning, I think the one, yeah, I wanted to share was the kind of this idea that we don't have one big community. So if we look at community metrics, it doesn't look like we have a very active community because we have a lot of people and maybe they don't have that much in common between them, talking about our user base. But we do have several kind of smaller communities that are highly engaged, like Luminita and Gustavo mentioned. But yeah, I just still think there is a common identity between these kind of separate sub-communities, and that's kind of what led us into trying to define our audience and the people we want to attract as the humble builders. So the people that are, yeah, that like to do more than they like to brag. By the way, this, although I do like the term humble builders a lot, it doesn't mean that we will use it explicitly in our communication. That's still to be decided if that makes sense or not, because it's not, might be super obvious for everyone. So it can just be an internal way for us to define what kind of people we want. And yeah, lastly, kind of the moral of the story of this community learning is that our community is not our user base, in my point of view. So one thing is are our 150,000 users or more in the future, and the other thing is a group of people that really believe in our mission and that want to help us build town protocol. And I think our community is the last group, not the first, because I mean most people will want to use our platform just because it's useful to them in some particular way. They don't need to be involved in the building of the platform. That's it. The end of our learnings. We will publish a blog post soon with this summary of all season 2, including some of the learnings as well. Now for this week's results, it's actually the first time I'm looking at them.
Yeah, I can.
It's early morning for me and not for the rest of the team, but it's very good to see an all green table.
Yeah, so everything is green. I think that the biggest rise is in terms of app visitors, which we in the last 2 weeks were a bit down. So definitely this week it picked up, and I mean these are the type of growth and green that we want to keep going into season 3. The few things that probably after the launch of season 3 we need to kind of take a look at or probably keep track is that there are a couple metrics that although they are green, the growth is still relatively small. So that comes in terms of the total users and supporters and TVL. They did grow, especially on the Polygon side in this case, but yeah, it's for sure we'll need to think about a few ways to tackle this and to make sure that they continue to grow in a healthy way.
Yeah, that's also a good point, because maybe we should review at least this table for season 3, because I see here things that we're not really using that much.
Yeah.
Or anymore. So yeah, we'll look into that.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. Yeah. Things like, for instance, making sure that we have users with complete profiles and things like that will be very relevant, which is something that we're tracking weekly, but it isn't exactly on this small dashboard. Yeah.
Yes, makes sense. Any last comments? No. So I think that's it for this week. And yeah, have an amazing week. I think would be a very good week for us too. And see you next week.
Bye.